Also fucking picking cotton, man. It ain't funny. You you think about some of those quotas with 500 pounds a day. Can you imagine doing that in the Mississippi sun, or chopping cane in Haiti? Also fucking picking cotton, man. Can you imagine that?
That's some serious weight per person. 500.
Your muscles get detached from your bones. No, sir.
Hey, depending on where you at. See some of them islands like Haiti, they ain't trying to necessarily keep you alive. They'll just work you to death, bring in some more slaves. That's how they used to roll in Haiti. System was a little bit different than it was in America. I mean, in the United States, what became the United States. Yeah, sir. What's up, brother Austin? Can you hear me? You muted, bro.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I got some studying done today, and had the day off, so just been chilling.
Now you studying the book, or you studying?
Yeah, I was studying the book, and then I was studying. I had just got done with that, and then I was studying some computer stuff.
Okay, what were you studying in the book?
I was studying. I got that 52 week, and I was reading some stuff in Leviticus, and it was talking about the leprosy, and then it talked about the laws concerning when if a man was unclean, like see the copulation and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
52 week, man.
Yeah, you.
What you think?
About the 52 week, like
Yeah.
I think the 52 week is like what you need to do. All right, I got my Bible with mine in here, right?
Yeah.
I don't go by it. Okay, so like where you at, to be honest, you see where it says the first week, where it says Sunday epistles, Monday, the law.
Yeah, I don't go like that. I don't go like that.
I was gonna say, like 1 week should be like, 1 day should be like all of that for that whole week. Or
the
2.
whole that you talking? Wait. Hold on, where am I at? You talking about for each day? It should be those 5 all of those books, 5 books.
Where you at? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's what you need to be doing. Because what you want to do is you want to upload it.
Okay.
You want to read, and then you meditate on it. And you're not gonna hold it all, but you've read it, over and over again. Yeah, you ain't just what you talking about. Like they give you this, but I guess it kind of depends on what you're trying to do with it.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? This is just a way to get people to go through the Bible so they can say, I read the whole Bible. But
5 books, huh?
5 books. I used to sit down and read Isaiah in a day.
That's 62 or how many
66.
chapters? 66 chapters. Yeah, that's a lot.
Well,
can I get a copy of 52?
Don't go by this 52. Don't even worry about
it. I won't go by the 52, but I am noticing how you saying like certain chapters should you.
No, that's not how I read. That's not how I read actually. Like I'm talking about what stage he's at.
Mm-hmm.
Stage y'all need to like. You can't be like, okay, Sunday I read Romans 1 and 2.
Right.
You know why you can't do that? Because
the
book is too big for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's too big. You have to, and there's different ways to study. But again, if you study it to teach, or if you studying just to have a cursory understanding, or what are you studying for? Right. It's different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not studying like most people study.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
I'm not just trying to just know it. If you want to know something to parlay to convey the meaning of something, you need to study it differently.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It is different.
Okay.
So when they say the 52 week, that's just, I've heard all kinds of things. Some people, reading every day. and get up early in the morning and reading. Some do 7 and 7. Some do. It's all different kind of ways. So that just depends on the memory you have, and sometimes, like when I was trying to lay my foundation, I had one thing. I had a lot of jobs, but my jobs were poo-butt jobs in the sense that I'm just sitting there.
Yeah.
When I was your age, around your age, or I would just stay up till like 5 in the morning and read. And then sleep a couple hours, then go to class, then go to work, then read all night. Like I was trying to get it. Like
my brain don't work that long.
Most people's brain don't work that long. I don't say my brain worked that long for anything other than the word. You see what I'm saying? So it's just I kind of wanted it. Ain't no kind of, I wanted it. And I still, I look at it now, I said so much I need to know, so much I need to learn out of the book. But my foundation, I wasn't just sitting around just reading two chapters a day. This ain't nothing to go by.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What it is you gotta, like I said, okay. All right, like for example, like this 52, I would read the whole book in a month. That's what I'm saying. Huh?
You talking about the whole? You talking about that whole section? You mean? Okay.
Like when I was trying to understand it, like learn.
Yeah.
I'll still go through the cycle of the Bible, but like I would read like the whole thing in a month.
I was doing. You will read the whole 52-week thing in a month? Wow. Okay. I guess I got the title.
I'm sitting here a year one with bro. That's in addition to studying topics. That's what I'm saying.
Big brother, I got to be honest with you. It took me 2 years to read it straight through from Genesis to Revelation, but by the time I got there, I understood the topics. You understand? Because I think I went through the topics first. The way I learned what I understood was topics. That's why I started watching your channel was basically topic by topic. And as I was going through topics and understanding topics, I would just read straight through and then, pause, keep going, read straight through. But it took me 2 years because I was not trying to fly read. I wanted to understand what I was reading.
That's why I go ahead, brother. I'll let you finish.
No, finish.
No, I cut you off. Go ahead. I'll cut you off.
No, I was really just not trying to float through the book and not really understand most of what I was reading. But when I understood the topics, it helped me understand when I got to certain places what was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right. That's
what helped.
Yeah, and that's what the topics would tend to do. But I also said something that's key. I said meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Meditation on the word. So like you read it, I'm still learning a lot of stuff in the Bible, bro. Like it's still like that's why I said meditating on the word is different. So, and like I said, you reading for different purposes. What are you planning on doing with? So like, yeah, you download it. Now it's kind of there, but then the topics you allow to separate it because it's not a novel.
Right.
So then I'm reading for different purposes. I'm reading for that. I'm reading for, even when you look at like apologetics, when you're looking at what they call apologetics to combat falsehood. So you read for a lot of different reasons when you're trying to teach it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know it. You have to know it differently or more in depth. You have to go deeper. And then you start going deeper, you realize, oh, this is endless.
Yeah.
This is endless. Oh, yeah. And people, like I saw a comment today. Somebody said, what was the comment? Something, we don't want to have a conversation about women ministering to Jesus. I guess the implication or the inference was that women can be ministers, but that's not what was being done. That's not the kind of ministry that's being done. When you minister to somebody's needs, that could literally mean you feeding them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not that you like. So you telling me Jesus had to hear a word from you? I don't think so. I don't think so, sister. So that's the kind of foolishness. I'm gonna say it's not even foolishness. It's just ignorance. And then you look at it's a whole nother. Then you look at the language. Yeah. And you're trying to, man, but it's a lot. When I said apologetics, it's the brother asked what apologetics is. That's just like, okay, for example, peace, brother. We teach it. we like, obviously we teach that the Sabbath is the seventh day, and so what they call apologetics, right? The term, but what we will be combating falsehood, we'd be saying no, Sunday is not the day, and we'd be showing through the Bible why it's not the day, or why the rapture is not going to be 7 years, or why Great Tribulation is not going to be 7 years, or while there is no rapture, right? Mm-hmm. Or you're saying the true identity of who Israel is, right? So that's all like when you're I'm not saying necessarily in debate, but it is. In a sense, yeah, you're basically you're combating falsehood. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's what that is. Peace, brother Elba. How you doing, good brother?
My apologies, brother. My
apologies. All good. It's all good. What's going on?
I was talking to Brother Eula earlier because I missed him, so I called him up, and it's a beautiful thing that I seen him today. I did not mean to mess up the meeting today.
You ain't mess up anything. Right.
I should have had my mute on. I was excited to see all of y'all. That's
y'all. Good to see
peace,
you too.
All
right. Yeah, peace, brother. I see him there too. What's up, brother? He texted me. That's why he texted.
Yeah.
You ain't got out. Okay.
I had to quit UPS, man. Yeah, I was like, man. Yeah, I had to quit it, man. That I always told myself, man, ain't no job I'm gonna be married to, man. I'm always gonna make time for the work of the Lord, but I ain't had time for nothing else. Then get my hair cut. You get off, you be tired. And that's what I'm saying. A few weeks back out, I was sick, just a regular chest cold, but it had like corona. What is it? What is that called? COVID, whatever it's called. The COVID symptoms. So I got tested, me and my family, and the doctor laughed at me like, see, he said the problem. Everybody's so worried about COVID, they forget about regular colds. He said you just gotta rest and get better. You know what I'm saying? So that was a blessing. I still don't know if I ever had it.
How you feeling now?
Man, I feel good, man. I just besides working, I'm working a little bit over to play catch up with the bills and tithing, and I gotta get all that back together, because that 2 weeks off, man, put me behind for a minute.
So you got a new gig already?
Yeah, I went back to FedEx, man. The Lord I went back there with what makes sense to make you appreciate it a little bit. I was like, man, that UPS is like a boot camp. Like, man, I said, look, I ain't never been to prison, man, but hey, look.
Man.
You were driving though, right?
Yeah, I was driving, but you couldn't enjoy it. Everything is time, bro. I mean,
yeah.
Listen, it's like you got the next day air, right? You got to hit those first. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit them, no matter where they at. You got to pass, stop, hit them at wherever they got them. And then when you get done with that, you got to go fast as you can to try to get much as you can before your pickups.
Yeah.
And man, pickup, look, I leave with about 200 and some packages. I load up about 200 and some packages. Man, I be tired, man.
Yeah.
I said, no, this ain't for me. Then I'm out in the middle of nowhere in this country. Pitch dark, can't see nothing. I got a flashlight, I'm looking. Like, man, I hope ain't no dog. They ain't got their dog out using the bathroom. Man, I finished that last week, man. I said, I call which the boss, my boss was a friend I grew up together. I said, bro, this ain't for me, man. He said, look, I understand, man. I know you got a family and I ain't have time for nothing, man. But like I say, the word of God, that's the only time I can make time for. But when I come in, my wife knew I'm tired, talk with her a little bit, and I'm sleep, I'm right back to work again. Yeah. I said, I ain't got time for the man's form. I'm watching y'all still. I'm glad y'all recorded. I'm watching y'all laughing and stuff, and I'm like, man, I can't do this. Now, now I got more time. I go back to FedEx, man. He don't keep you out of the dark. He's like, look, you can stop if you want to. And I said, no. Yeah, I mean, in the long run, the only thing, I guess the Lord let me see that ain't better. In the long run, UPS, you make more money. Them cats out there making $40 an hour. The veterans, them bringing in 2G, but that's
you're pushing them though. Yeah, they pushing them to the brink.
Yeah, but they ain't got no life.
Right. So there's a balance. I understand what you're saying, brother. I understand.
Yeah, I mean, if you just chase money, I'm chasing this word of God, man. That's it, man. Then you don't got time to do anything to really see with FedEx. I got time to talk to people here and there, and spread the word a little bit, be a light,
Right.
So
right.
Yeah, I'm just glad to see all y'all brothers, man.
You too, bro.
See you too, bro.
I used to work for UPS in college, not driving the truck, unloading them semis.
Yeah. You broke my light bulbs, brother. I seen how you broke all my light bulbs and stuff.
Bro, he was talking about, hey, I might have, bro, because anything would come down that conveyor. You unload that semi, and you got monster truck tires coming down there.
Yeah.
They say if it's 50 pounds, if it's more than 50 pounds, but no, like he said, they got you on time.
Right.
So man, in the summer, no people was passing out there, man. No air conditioning. And you got this certain amount of time. You got to unload this whole semi packed to the brim. And man, it was 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, Minister, Brother Minister, I'm not clowning you because I went there part-time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
when my
that's
wife was
at
home,
part-time.
Bruh, I was like being careful, and the dude came in there and said, "No, you working too slow."
Yeah,
knocked everything over.
This thing in here, and he said, "Throw that crap on that belt."
Yeah, you gotta hurry up.
Yes, I'm just throwing stuff. I'm hearing glass break and everything.
When I was working there, it was 350 packages minimum an hour.
Yeah.
So they get you. So all of us some UPS employees, former employees.
Yeah.
I must say, Amazon got them beat.
Yeah.
Amazon got them beat.
As far as how hard they work you?
Yes.
I unload 3 trailers sometimes a day, dolo.
Yeah.
3 semis.
Yeah.
They got a little belt that go in there with you.
Yeah.
Right? A little conveyor belt. You unload.
Minutes.
One trailer sometimes could be 2.5 hours.
Oh, no, I'm saying we did in 35 minutes.
Always
35 minutes, yeah.
I don't think nobody got UPS, man.
I'm about to say you had to do it. If you didn't have that trailer out about 40 minutes, you was in trouble.
Man, they came up to me, I was sweating. He said, "Hey man, it's been 45 minutes." I looked at him like, "Huh? I'm about to pass out because it's 100 degrees."
Y'all remember the rollers that you roll into the truck?
Say again.
You know the rollers that they had to roll into the truck with the. I ran my foot over one time, and they took me out, and they was like, "All right, take your boot off," and then it was like a little red, and they was like, "All right, cool. Get back in the truck and just stay away from the
stay off that foot."
Right. Nah, man, there ain't no treat. Man, you got 35 minutes to do one.
Look, I forgot the worst part. Hey, and they track everything. Bro, I mean, it's like I had a one of them little ankle bracelet things that what they call them. I ain't never had
House
one,
arrest.
but it
House
was like,
arrest joints.
yeah, the little house arrest thing, man. They
Yeah.
tell you how many times you back up, how many times you go forward, how long you go. I'm like, oh no, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they showed us what they can see. I said, man, this is ridiculous. I said, man, they probably know how many times you pass gas, man.
Yeah.
They do them little things, man. I'm like, man, that's ridiculous. I said, man,
you cut the cheese 3 times. Is that what they
man, I'm telling you, brother Lies. I said, let me go back to FedEx where everything makes sense, man. And then for them to make that much money and all that money this company got, they so outdated. I mean, they got these big old scanners that's difficult as I don't know what. You put them in these little trays and then put the little bitty GPS about that little. I said, man, I'm going back to FedEx, man. FedEx is so more updated. And then I got a big iPad to look at. Shows me my stops, what's name? It's just all the way better. I said, this don't make no sense for them to be this. And then if that little tray thing ain't working, they tell you to print maps. Man,
print a map? What,
yeah.
map?
Yeah. These cats be out there to like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. Man, oh no.
I remember one time my cousin, he had to load a truck up that went to Fort Royal by himself. He was on the other side of the building, but I drove to work. And so I was like, dang, where's Jonathan at? They done pulled off with Jonathan in the truck.
Wait, he was awake? He was asleep or what? He just
I don't know. I guess they didn't see him when he was loading boxes. Pulled the thing out, shut the truck, and hooked it up to the truck and got ready to drive it off the lot.
Wow.
Yeah. He managed to get to the front and was like banging on the door just before they was about to pull off. I'm like, this fool playing around. I'm about to leave.
Yeah, see, they would get you with that whole, okay, we'll help you pay for college, you know. I'm like, okay, cool. I was working there, go to school all day, then work, and they'll be out at night. That stuff, man, your body might just wake up, man, my body just be shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. But anyway, yeah.
Well, what y'all think about that, man? I saw, I don't know if that was the topic, man. Where he was found not guilty on all charges.
Hold on. That's the first thing. You talking about Rittenhouse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do y'all think about that?
Man, all I'm saying, brothers, and I know y'all ain't gonna do that. Don't go down. They just basically told the Gentile American that, hey, any riot going on, you can go down there and you can shoot them and it's okay. That's pretty much what they telling the Americans. I mean, that's what he did. He took a gun. He wasn't old enough to have the gun to even open carry.
That's not true.
Huh?
Well,
okay, go ahead, brother. I'll let you finish.
No, I'm gonna piggyback on. I'm sorry, brother. You go ahead.
No, but from what I mean, you probably know more with that, but they saying that the young guy is 18. You have to be 21 to open carry, according to their laws. What they say, you have to be 21 to open carry. Somebody bought the gun for him because he's not even old enough to buy the gun.
That's right. It was a dirty gun.
He crossed the state line. Correct me.
Hey, good brother. What I understand happened, he bought the gun. Actually, he didn't buy the gun. He could not legally buy the gun. So it was a straw gun purchase. But legally, in the way the word of the law, because it's the intent of the law and how the law actually works out legally. From what I understand, he got away because of a legality in the law, because of the length of the barrel. And they said the reason why they broke that down was so that people under a certain age could go hunting. It was never intended originally for somebody to have a barrel that short carrying it the way he did. So he got off on a technicality on the gun charge. But everything else, like me and the minister talked about before, it was self-defense. But my whole issue with this has been what transpires from this going forward, because of the vigilantism. It has been a part of the history of America. That's always been my thing with it. They was chasing him, they would have killed him, they would have beat the brakes off of him. So yes, they were gonna kill him. It was self-defense. But dude in Florida got off on self-defense as well. The one that killed Trayvon Rice.
Talking about Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Martin.
Trayvon Martin Zimmerman. So that's been my thing. Because I have a problem with empowering.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, brother Elber. Hold on, brother Elber. Brother Lawson, I'm mute you because you got some feedback here, brother.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not you. I don't know if anybody else here, but it's some feedback.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna mute you up, good brother, until he get done. Then if you got something, I don't even know if you were aware. I'm just mute you. Oh, my fault.
I'm done, fam. But I'm on the same lines as Brother Eula. You know what I'm saying? This dude, the problem that I have, like I spoke about before, is 40% of America that held this man up as a hero, as opposed to a clown, to a beta male who was begging for attention, who has no qualities right now, but there are people in Congress offering him jobs. And all he did was showed up like a clown trying to be a hero with a gun, claiming he protecting some property. But he's a clown. I'm gonna say it again, everybody hear me, my kids can hear me, everybody. He was a clown wanting to be something. And he got into it over his head, and I'm gonna say it again, it was self-defense when he killed him. But if he wasn't there, it would have never happened. It would have never happened.
All right, go. Who's next? I'm gonna let y'all brothers speak on it.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, okay.
You was laughing like I wasn't making no sense. So
I was. I was laughing like I didn't agree. I didn't say you didn't. Well, I don't agree.
No, I know you didn't agree.
That's your opinion.
Yes. But your laughter implied I made no sense.
Well, because you
right.
Can I respond to what you said?
I would appreciate if you
I'm not
directed
laughing
that towards me.
But you stated that it was self-defense more than one.
It was self-defense. Because the brother, the clown that killed Trayvon Rice.
Why you refer to him as a clown?
Because you ain't a man if you think a gun make you a man.
Who said he thought a gun made him a man?
Him. I'm telling you, he thought it. Like most
right, I know, but why do you say he thought that having a gun made him a man?
I'm gonna tell you again. Because a real man don't pose with a gun in a video. A real man don't pose with a gun talking about 4 doors, more hoes, and I'm trying to be famous. What I found out about clowns that carry a gun, they get brave when they got a gun. But a real G, a gun don't mean nothing to him. He a G no matter where he at.
Ain't none of them G's. What about the guy that had the other guy? Is he a man or not a man?
He a punk too.
Okay, so it's a punk fest.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. They all clowns.
They are clowns. Okay.
All of them clowns. It was a
Tell 'em about
clown
that.
fest. But they are they holding him up like he's something special. The Tucker Carlson acting like he's something special. He a beta if I ever seen one. We go beta alpha. He a clown, man.
But Elba, let me ask you.
Hold on. Let me before you start, Brother Tim. Because brother, I don't know if Brother Lawson was trying to say something or not. That's why I told him he can go next. Are you trying to say something, brother? Then, Brother Lawson, or was you just have feedback?
Oh no, my bad. I was driving from work. I didn't know I was on mute.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good. I thought so. I didn't understand. You're all good. All right, Brother Tim, go ahead.
So, if you don't, Brother Elbert, you don't necessarily have an issue with the verdict, but you have an issue with the public perception. Is that correct?
I have no issue with the verdict. I don't have an issue with
two different things then.
I have no issue.
Actually, three different things we talked. It's three different things: the gun charge, the verdict, the self-defense, whether or not it's self-defense, and then vigilantism. These are all different things.
I have a version. He is a vigilante. I don't like vigilantes. He's a clown. He's a sap. Want to be a man. That gun made him brave. It was self-defense. I have no problem with the verdict. I'm telling you that from where I came up. Everybody think they're a G because they put a gun on. That's the problem that we have right now in our community. We killing each other, putting guns on, thinking we a man. Guns have nothing to do with you being a man.
No, it does. You're right about that, but I don't know if you're correct in saying the man thought he was a man, or because he's what, 18?
He is now.
Whether he thought he was, biblically you're a man at 20, but whether or not he think he was a man because of the gun, and then
he thought he was a G over that gun, man. We see that every day. We see it every day in America. We can't get around that.
Okay, so if he's a vigilante,
yes.
If he's a vigilante, according to you,
no, he's a vigilante according to the definition in Webster's dictionary. Webster's dictionary says you don't believe in the state's ability. And I'm paraphrasing right now. You are a vigilante when you take the law in your hand because you don't believe in what the state can provide. Now I'm paraphrasing, right?
I mean, again, that's according to.
I mean, we can look it up.
Yeah, you can look it up, but we just got different opinion. That's all.
Yes.
I don't necessarily believe he was a vigilante. I understand what you're saying, but
well, according to vigilantes, it says we no longer believe in the state's ability or the government's ability to protect us. So
yeah, but the state has no, like police have no, you can't, like, if they don't protect you, you can't sue them.
No. But vigilante is basically somebody taking it into their own hands because they don't believe in this.
But it's already in your head. I understand what you're saying, but it's already in your hands because you have to protect yourself.
I got no problem with nobody protecting themselves. Not at all.
Right. So you just have a problem with vigilantism, but not the it was clearly self-defense. You're saying he was a vigilante.
Yes.
All right. Anybody else have anything else? Like brother, Eula, you got your hand up, or you just
I got a question. Now, I'm not sure, but to my knowledge, was that in Kenosha? When they just protesting? Was any violence going on?
Hold on, time out. Did you see I was watching stuff live from there.
Mm-hmm.
They were going around tearing up property.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of that going on.
Okay. I
saw one case where they went to a car lot. They just went to all the cars, just smashed out all the windows, setting stuff on fire. Yeah. So now, what do you call when the state refuses to address something for political reasons? Because you saw that in all these cities,
Mhm.
the powers that be were
Mhm.
purposely allowing certain things to take place for political reasons.
Well, I'm going to address that.
Largely democratic cities.
And from
So what do you do in that case? Are you still a vigilante?
from my understanding, what happened in my town after King was killed, my elders told me that they put troops and police officers on the bridge to downtown. They put troops and police officers on the bridge to this wealthy neighborhood just across the line. And they said, y'all can do all the damage y'all want. And this was in the 60s. Y'all can burn up all y'all want to do. They said, if you come across this bridge, leave it in the Bexley, or if you come across this bridge into downtown Columbus, we got a problem. And I saw the same thing, and not just this issue, but when in the Rodney King issue in the LA riots, the police pulled back, said, y'all can do all y'all want, but y'all can't come this way.
Because police just protect property anyway.
They only protect what is important to them.
They protect property when it's commerce going someplace. That's why they're there. They make sure they protect the commerce to make sure it goes. Certain areas they will regulate. They always do that.
Right.
But
they
these situations are not all the same. We kind of comparing all these situations. I don't believe they're all the same. I mean, again, that's just my opinion on this.
Yeah.
So we I don't think we can compare this to what Trayvon Martin. I don't think.
But see, I didn't compare. That's what might be what we did
compare to that though.
I don't compare because like people say he killed white kids versus these other cases I bring in black kids. And that is not my issue. My issue has been vigilantism because of my experience where I've been for 16 years with people just calling the police on me because they don't think I'm supposed to be here. Just like I brought up before, he killed white people that was chasing me. But like I talked about in my community, where I'm at now, the same situation can happen like happened to Albury. They decide they're gonna regulate who's in their neighborhood.
Yeah, but that's not the same. It's not the same conditions. Like they clearly broke the law.
Absolutely.
Right? Based on
Albury?
Yes, clearly.
Absolutely.
But it wasn't the same thing.
Why did they do that?
Huh?
The reason why I say I have an issue is they singled that man out. Just like they did with Trayvon Martin. Just like the clown that called the police on me. Now my issue is, the point I have is anybody can strap up, carry a gun, and start to patrol the neighborhood. And they can do whatever they want to do. But if I profess my innocence, like the brother did in New York, they got choked out. He said, officer, I'm done. I ain't do nothing wrong. I was trying to stop a fight. They choked that brother and killed him. Because he professed his innocence. The same thing happened with them clowns in Colorado. I can't remember his name right now. But they called all the vigilantes. They came down and man, I wish I knew their names. But they professed their innocence, had all their so-called vigilante cats come down and pull guns on the federal troops. Man, what are their names? They finally got arrested. They finally got arrested when they took over a Federal Reserve Park.
Oh, the dudes that got in the shootout?
What are their names, man?
Oh,
because
I know you're talking about though. Yeah.
So I brought that up on my job. I said, the brother in New York who got killed talking about some Lucy cigarettes said, I'm innocent. Why y'all messing with me, officer? They choked him out and killed him. But these clowns in Colorado or whatever, professed their innocence, called their homies. They came and aimed guns at the federal troops because they said it was unconstitutional because the feds were charging them for grazing. They held up as heroes and they clowned the brother in Jersey who died. So that's my whole issue with this.
Right.
That's my issue with this. He is not a hero.
I'm not saying anything like that. Let's look at real quick. Let's look at. I just want to show you the definition of vigilante.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it says this is Merriam-Webster, a member of a voluntary committee organized to suppress, listen to this, and punish crime summarily. That's not what he was doing. That's not what he was doing. So that's what a vigilante is.
All right.
We use it in an inappropriate way. Like, and then we're using all these different cases. That's not what happened. If you're protecting property doesn't make you a vigilante.
All right.
Then as I asked the question, are the Detroit 300 vigilantes?
Now listen. I understand your argument with Detroit 300.
I'm not saying they ain't vigilantes. I'm not arguing that. I'm saying that wasn't the intent. The intent, they weren't organized to suppress and punish crime. They were organized to protect property. Now you can make an argument on whether or not you believe they should have been out there or not. You can make an argument on whether or not you think he should have been out there, him specifically with a gun. Those are all different arguments, different situations, different things.
Right.
But to call him a vigilante, that's not what that is. That's why I asked you a question. I said, well, why the use of vigilante?
Because under that description of vigilantes, because I read that, there's more than one. But that's more than one.
But see, because then if a vigilante is just you protecting property, what about when you're so in self-defense, you're protecting your own self, you would be a vigilante and protecting your own property. When cats came in my house, tried to come in my house 3 deep, I'll pull my gun on them, then I'm a vigilante?
No, you're not.
So how we using the
way I understand vigilante has more than one, because under vigilante, there's more than one description how it is used. If you in your house and protecting, I get it. If you somebody rolling up on your line, I get it. But for you to put a gat on your back and roll up somewhere else and say you protecting it, he looking for some hero stats. And the funny thing is, he got it. He got it. This clown, soft boy, got it. He got it now. He's on Fox. Got Tucker Carlson running around promoting him to be something else. He got it. He's a sap. He's a sap. And I know I'm talking crude.
Well,
I'm talking crude,
yeah,
but I can't feel it.
Let me ask you this, because maybe I'm what does sap mean?
He's soft, man.
Is that an acronym or is that just a term?
That's just my street lingo. That's my street.
That might be regional, because I never heard that one.
No, that's my strap. That's my street lingo. My vernacular from 26
It just mean
and
you soft. Sap mean you soft.
Yeah, he's sap. And that's my street lingo off of 26 in Cleveland. He couldn't get nothing off around here acting like that. But he wanted to be a hero. His own testimony, he said he wanted a hero. He want to be famous.
Yeah, and let me say this, we just having a discussion right now. And no, I ain't even talking to you. What I'm saying, because I'm looking at the chat and people are like, y'all falling for the same divide and conquer. We not divided.
No, we ain't divided.
Yeah, we're not divided by no means. We just having a conversation.
That's what like that.
We having a conversation. We men talking, men that's followers of the Most High. We having conversations about topics that are going on in the world.
Right.
That's something.
That's what we're doing. We're not arguing doctrine.
Hey man,
I think people.
Yeah, they confused.
I think people get disagreement confused with you not liking somebody. You can disagree with somebody and still like them.
That's I love
Minister. Let me
straight up.
let me look. My respect for you is because you ain't pulling no punches. I don't like nobody that fake the funk. I don't like nobody fake the funk. I love you because you honest, man.
Yeah, we not.
And whatever come out your mouth, I know you honest about it. I know too many people that fake it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't appreciate that. But I would like the chat people to know it ain't a war between me and you.
No.
My war is how what is happening is being perceived by the people who are ignorant and ain't aware of what's going down. My concern is because I knew he was going to get off. There's no doubt he was going to get off. My concern is the people that backed him and funded him. How they going to use this to move forward? Because I've heard more than one of people in high-ranking positions that never let an incident that go down be wasted. If something happens, they say, how can I capitalize off of it and move forward?
Not that could be. I mean, like I was watching something on BitChute the other day, and it was basically, this is after the Christmas parade thing. And they were saying white men need to unite.
Yes, sir.
Basically, like they were saying, you need to come together. And so I understand that sentiment is out there. I understand that. It's because, but that's always been there.
Yes.
I understand that. But my whole thing was, if I'm looking at this, because I think about also what it would mean for self-defense cases in the future if this man went to jail for what was clearly self-defense.
Okay. And now, see, we got to finally we had the difference between,
and that's what the case was.
We at between where me and you are having our thing, because I agree with you on the self-defense, because the original gun laws was to keep me and you from having guns. That's why I'm opposed to this no gun stuff, because me and you, black folks, were the original people they tried to keep guns out of the hands of. Ask Ronald Reagan in California.
You're right, with Black
Panthers.
When
the Black Panthers were saying, you can, we gonna carry.
You can go to colonial America, and in certain states, men were required to have rifles. Men were not slaves, right, but men were required. Even right, they would go to church on Sunday.
Yes,
lay their rifle right at the door, because just in case, they were afraid, just in case, there was a slave uprising. That was law. Well, so when you look at gun laws, miscegenation laws, I understand that. I understand what America. That's what you can't take mine. So that's why I understand that.
I don't want you to think I'm opposed to self-defense.
But you can't have one without you see what I'm saying? So now if he would have went to jail for that, then that has all kind of implications on self-defense cases.
I wasn't trying to send you to jail. I wasn't trying to send you to jail. Because they chased you. It was obvious. My concern was how he has been promoted to.
Well, he's been demonized too now.
Well, he has been.
You agree with that, right? I mean, you just call him a clown and a sap and a.
But listen, I don't watch MS. I don't watch MSNBC.
I don't either. I don't either.
I watch my enemy. The same way we got clowns sneaking in here, watching what we do. I watch what they do. I study my enemy. You see what I'm saying? That's how Brother Case get down. I study them like they study me.
I just forgot what my question was.
I study them like they study me. And it's ugly from what I've seen.
Brother,
all right, but I'm gonna take over. I'm back out. Y'all, I need the younger brothers to take over. Y'all take over, man. I'm out.
I got a quick question, if you don't mind. Do y'all think that this had that this situation is possibly a good candidate for the Democrats to want to go into trying to change the constitutional gun laws?
They're trying to do that anyway.
Right, but do you think that this was one of those loophole situations with age, political? Yes,
it was certainly political. That's why I went to trial. It literally should have not gone to trial. Not for murder. That's not what murder is.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, when you had a president say something about you, yeah, in a case like, it's political. It's become political.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what happens is with these incidents that take place, everybody has their own dog in the fight, so to speak. The media wants to portray it in a certain way because they know it's going to get clicks. And then if they're left-leaning or right-leaning, they have their bias. Politically, they're looking at, well, what does this mean for me to try to change laws? Somebody sitting on the judge, well, what is it going to mean for me getting reelected as judge or a prosecutor, right? Then you got straight up racists, which this is all more complicated if you think about it. Like we already stated, he killed 3 white people.
Mm-hmm.
And then and it's, and I would say this on a different note. So I don't know how good a case this was, but he did it for political reasons. And you see people that don't understand self-defense, don't understand the reason why you need a firearm,
mm-hmm.
Pushing it. And then it's like and then you got people that are race bait. It's a lot of stuff going on. But if you just take it out and just look at what happened, that's what I was trying to do. I just looked at what happened. I said, oh, this is clearly self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
So I know another thing, a bunch of, on the side note, I'm gonna let the brother Austin in, brother Hewlett speak. He's going to get paid. Because he's suing these media outlets. He's going to be able to sue these media outlets for saying he was a white supremacist. He can sue. He's going to be sued. Say some of them are already apologized. Some big name, was it Washington Post? I don't want to. One of them already apologized because he's going to be able to sue them for characterizing him as a white supremacist when they really don't have evidence of that. You remember when that kid, he was a kid, he was what, maybe 16, 17, I don't know. In Washington, D.C., and Hebrews were talking to him on the steps, and then you had the indigenous person banging a drum, and he had the Make America Great Again hat on. They got sued for that because they depicted him as a white supremacist because he had a hat on, but he just stood there smiling, trying to de-escalate the situation. There was no evidence for you. So when you got to think about it, we live in a time today. He said, "Saps and suckers." Man, people that don't even know you, they see you on YouTube, they see you on Instagram, or if somebody says something about you, they will literally come and attack you or kill you. So you literally put somebody's life in danger with no evidence, and you're supposed to have integrity, So he was able to sue them. I want to say, I'm not saying he got 66 million. Wasn't that case like $66 million or something like that?
He got paid. He did get paid, and he didn't do anything but stand there. When that man got in his face, the dude walked right up to him, and they wanted him to move. He didn't do nothing wrong. I agree with you. He didn't do nothing wrong.
But so why? You gotta think about why did the media do that? Why did they say that he was a white supremacist? Because he had to make America great.
Because they trying to they know that we are emotional. They have studied Black folk from the beginning, and they know that we are emotional. Not like you. We more than once we keep trying to tell brothers to be logical, be tactical, make decisions that make sense. don't just go off your emotions. And we keep getting played off our emotions versus our logic. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I seen it. That's the way I seen it.
Go ahead, brother. Brother Austin, you had something?
Yeah, I was gonna say that as far as the legalities of the case, I don't believe that he did anything that was illegal. It was legal for minors to carry a rifle, and what he did was self-defense. I believe that he was being chased by a group of like 12 people or something like that, and somebody hit him with a skateboard and tried to take his gun, and then he shot him. I think he killed him. And then another one, he had a gun as well, and I guess he shot him. I'm not sure if he killed him or not. But I do believe that it was self-defense. I don't believe that there's proof of him being like prejudiced or racist, because like we had pointed out earlier, he did shoot 3 white men. It was nobody that was black that he killed, and I think that it's kind of a it's kind of uh, it's not accurate to compare like situations in which there was prejudice involved in this case, because it's just something that's completely different. Uh, this is a case of self-defense, and other instances, like I seen a woman online and she was comparing what happened with that man who drove into those people in that parade as uh, uh, redemption for him killing him, for Rittenhouse being acquitted. But I don't believe that it was a case of Rittenhouse being prejudiced. It was just self-defense.
Yeah, and here's the thing to make that even worse. Let's say he was deep down in his heart a racist. That still would be self-defense.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of one of them cases. It's just, because people say, well, he did this, he did that.
Was that a Black Lives Matter protest, or what kind of protest was that?
Yeah, it was a protest for
Black Lives
Jacob
Matter
Blake.
Racist against black people. I mean, Black Lives Matter ain't got nothing to do with
black men.
Man. People, it's just a slogan. It sounds good, but when you look at the tenets, we know that when you look at the tenets.
But that's what it was, right?
I mean, what I saw initially, it may have been some that were out there doing that, but I saw them rolling that gas that dumpster on fire to the gas station where he had to put the fire out.
I think it was a little bit of Black Lives Matter and a lot of Antifa. It was a bunch
of stuff going on.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of Antifa.
Wasn't there another instance in which a military vet had ended up shooting somebody at one of those riots? I can't remember what happened exactly, but I don't remember him like the case being as big as this one.
I have a question. I wanna play out that scenario, right? So, brother,
before you do your question, brother,
okay.
Euler was next. Brother Euler was next.
I apologize.
That's okay. You didn't know. That's okay. You had something, brother Euler? I said you was next after Austin.
I'm listening to y'all. I agree with this. Okay. So, to my knowledge, this young guy got his rifle. Came a state over. They said cross state line because he didn't stay in that state. Went out there in the middle of some angry people. I can understand if you was in that state and you go out, you stand out there and you defending your home and your property, whatever. But this man, you know, and like I say, so I guess and from what was said is self-defense, but so basically say it's a KKK marching rally, which they do have those. They have them up there by St. Joe across the bridge by the courthouse.
They was trying to come to Gary, brother. Go ahead. I know.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You know about that. And they block the whole bridge off. They don't even let us come past through there. You know what I'm saying? But and they know better to come through Ben Harbor. But anyway, my thing is, I really don't care. But I grab my gun or rifle, whatever, go across state line to a bunch of angry white men. And then know they gonna come in there, then I start, they coming at me and I can start shooting them and this and that. I mean, you see where I'm going at. This
is that what happened though? Are you giving an entirely different scenario? Or are you trying to describe the Rittenhouse scenario?
No, well, that's what I'm saying. Who's that? But anyway,
that was Brother Isaiah. He at work. Go ahead.
Okay. What I'm saying, they said that the young man stayed in another state. He crossed state line and went to that where they was riding at.
Okay.
With his gun there. I guess they went to chase him. I don't know what was the issue or whatever like that.
Did you see the video? Did you see the video?
Well, I seen the video. I mean, I think that was self-defense. I agree with y'all on that, but I'm just saying he put himself in harm's way.
Yeah, that's a different. So what are you saying? Yeah, if you go outside in those conditions, whether or not you're trying to protect property or do anything, you put yourself in harm's way. If you say, man, I'm not trying, I gotta go to the store up the street, and you walk past what was going on out there that night, you put yourself in harm's way. Certainly, if you call yourself going to protect property from being burned down, you put yourself in harm's way. Absolutely. So let me add to you. So I don't care if the man brought not saying I don't care, but I'm saying if the man said, hey man, I'm gonna buy this illegal gun with 3 crack rocks. I'm gonna trade you 3 crack rocks for this 9mm, and then those same situations happen. Hey, you could talk about him having an illegal gun and all that. Those are different charges, but it's still self-defense.
Well, let me ask you this: if that was a brother, do you think that scenario would be the same?
If what was the same? The outcome or the actual? If he was black.
If he was black, yeah.
If he was black, I think that it's still self-defense. Are you saying? So you saying with the verdict that would all depend? The question is, would it go to trial?
I think that
we got this. We actually have a notion now that like, okay, because you black, certain things automatically happen. Historically, that has been true, but brother, I can't say that. I can't say whether or not it would just depend on the circumstance. It depend on whether it's politically charged or not. Because we just saw in another case, you saw some real vigilantism and breaking of the law, and they all going to jail. So I can't say that.
Hey, I think that.
Now do I think America post-racial? No. I'm not saying any of that.
I think that
it's brother Isaiah's turn now. Unless brother you had something else.
I just want to say, yeah, I don't believe that Trayvon, brother Alvin, I don't believe that Trayvon Martin. That's totally different scenario right there. I just think that whole situation is totally different from this, But I still agree with you with that, brother Alvin. He is a punk.
Okay. All right, man. All right, brother Isaiah was next. Go ahead, good brother.
Yeah, on what you have just said, right? My struggle with this case is the intent, right? Just picture me leaving Canada with a high-powered rifle.
You're not getting out of Canada.
You can't do nothing in Canada.
I'm just giving a scenario.
You crossing Canada from where?
Right?
Where you going?
Me crossing Canada, right? With a high-powered rifle to come over and protect the church in Gary, Indiana.
Okay.
What was my intent? My intent was to kill.
And how far away? How far away did he live from there?
Like 30 minutes.
How long?
30 minutes. Like 20, 30 minutes.
20,
30 minutes. Like 20, 30 minutes.
He ain't going to customs, brother.
What was the intent?
That's
the struggle I have with that case. The intent. Why you leave your cushy home, make your cushy mom drive in a cushy car with a high-powered rifle underage? What was the intent? To kill.
Did he wait? Is that what he did?
To kill.
No, brother. No, bro. Hey, maybe he wanted to protect others. That's what he said.
Hero, bro. He wanted to kill somebody.
You said he wanted to kill somebody. You know how I know he didn't want to kill nobody? You know how I know he didn't? Because when they poured it on him, and he lowered his. When he pointed at him, then he shot him. And that one that pulled his gun, he shot him in his arm. The arm that he had the gun in. If he wanted to kill him, he could have blew his head off immediately. He did not want to kill him.
So why walk with the gun? That's my problem. Walk with the baseball bat then.
And he wasn't the only one with an illegal firearm.
Why with a gun?
You know how many people had guns out there?
Yeah, he wasn't the only one with an
a lot of people had guns out there.
That EMS dude had one.
Listen, this is not Canada. Okay? It's not Canada. It's America, Jack. It's America, Jack. This is America where people carry firearms every day.
I ain't know that. I didn't know that. You
one of them. You know good and well that we carry firearms every day. You can talk about he didn't know.
Yeah, I think they said that.
I'm saying I didn't know there was more people out there with guns. You just told me something.
Brother, I thought you meant I didn't know he had guns. Yeah, it was shooting. That was besides that shoot. Yeah, the guy that put. What about the? You say you don't know what people with guns. He shot somebody that pointed a gun at him, point blank. Like not point blank, but like maybe he was on the ground. He was standing above him.
No, it was. Yeah, it was the EMS dude. The dude he shot in the arm. He was a felon. The dude he was a felon. And he got shot pointing the gun at the dude. I would have did the same thing. Don't point no gun at me, bro.
You point a gun at self-defense. You hit me with a rock. You try to kick me in the head or kick me in the head. You hit me with a skateboard. What I got this gun for? It's for you.
And they both out there illegally with their guns. Like they both out there illegally with them. Like the dude, he wasn't supposed to have his, and the dude was 17, so he wasn't supposed to. I think the end is like 18 where you can buy one, or.
Well, again, like you said, that's an issue of the law. How it's interpreted, because you could have, a gun and be young. Because like you say, young people, you go fight and you go to a range. You could be a child, go to the firing range. You be a child hunting. So that's for that law. That's why they put the law in the way in which they did.
They dropped the gun charge because it was a technicality.
Right.
They never, the way it was written was not to be walking around in the hood with an AR. It was so that you can take your kids hunting.
Right.
He got off on the technicality.
Now that's a case of intent, but still, if his intent was to kill people, that's not how you do it.
It was never an intent. I would never say his intent was to kill.
But no, I didn't say you said that. That's what Isaiah just said. Brother Isaiah said, you're going to kill people. You got this gun. He gave a whole scenario. He came from Canada all the way down down
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana, talking about he gonna protect the property.
No, I'm agree with Isaiah on this.
Brother, can you even leave Canada?
He thought he was a man with that dumb gun.
What's that, brother?
He thought he was a man. Because I watched more than one time how I grew up. You give a cat a gun, all of a sudden he a gangster. And we can't deny that. You put the gun on somebody, all of a sudden they think they brave. And we watching our children be buried daily over that ignorance.
And that ain't got nothing to, now that ain't got nothing to do with Rittenhouse. That's got something to do with what we doing. Like you said, I don't know.
Rittenhouse thought he was a gangster because he had that gun.
I don't think that man thought
he would have never rolled up. He'd have never rolled up if he ain't had that.
You right.
I smell it.
Yeah, I'm with Brother Elbert on that. If he ain't had that AR, he wouldn't have popped out like that. I promise you. I'm with Brother Elbert. He wouldn't have did that if he ain't have his own
intent.
He wouldn't have did that.
Having AR-15 does not mean you are trying to kill somebody. It could. He had it for a deterrent.
But, hey, Brother Elijah, I agree with you with that. I agree with that part. The fact that he let them do that, they would have just came in and looking like they finna what's name. I've been popping muzzle. I ain't going to
wait, no,
I'm
wait
with you too, Brother.
Left and right.
So wait a minute. He did not do what you described. He didn't even do that. He actually exhibited restraint. If you just look at it from what he did, that was actual restraint.
Yeah,
you chasing me and I have a firearm. That's actually, you see what I'm saying? I'm the one with the firearm.
Right.
You gonna be running. I mean, that's normally if you're trying to do something. That's normally how you look at a situation. I was waiting on this. That's not what happened. He's running away. He get hit several times. Then a gun drawn on him. And then I'm talking about killing. Then the brother come and he kung fu kick him in the head. Come on, man.
Yeah,
he's fortunate he didn't get shot. The brother that came and kicked him in his head, he's fortunate actually that he didn't get shot.
Hey, Minister, brother,
run up on a guy with an AR and kick him? What's wrong?
Hit him with a skateboard.
Yeah, his back was turned though, Brother Illa. Yeah, he had his back turned. He ain't run up on him like just straight up and hit him with the skateboard.
Okay, so once you, it ain't like he got a lethal kick. So once you kick him in the head, then you turn around and see who did it. What makes you think he would just shoot you? That shows you the mindset of the other people.
Yeah.
Even a guy with a gun, you running up, all right, he already has his gun out. You coming, pulling yours out.
Listen, nobody's arguing self-defense. What I'm having a problem with is all of a sudden he think he a gangster.
Where you keep
He put that AR on, he put himself in the line of fire. My problem is how he is being canonized.
He's being, okay.
By Fox News and the rest of them. And you say that ain't the whole country? Well, 40% of the country says the election was illegal when they lose. But as we have been watching, they have been winning. But they ain't denouncing the election when they win. That's where I'm having my issue. They are heralding this man or this clown as a man, as a hero.
Hey, Brother Albert, you got a gun too, man?
Yeah, I was wondering what's that?
Yeah, he put
I put it on.
Put his arm on.
You looking kind of tactical over there, man.
Man, look. I'm real self-defense. I don't go out my house and I tell my children to stay away from all this ignorance because I don't know how you can't win from it. If you in hostile territory, think tactically. You ain't winning going out there throwing rocks at people throwing rocks at you.
Hey, and you know what I think though, out of all of this, if I'm looking at it in the long run, I have to say it's not like it's gonna turn out well for us. I'm waiting on it. I've been looking at my watch, brother. I'm waiting on it to where we get the blame for everything that go wrong. I've been waiting on that. I do believe that's gonna happen. I do believe, whether it be economic collapse or whether it just be, just to say it like this, the white populace say, you know what, I'm tired of y'all.
Yeah. Thank you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
And but that's why I have a problem with this dude that has done. Concerned what will happen in the future from this. Because I watched that movie.
If he went to jail, it would have been probably, it could have been.
He was never going to jail. But my point, my thing is that, remember the Birth of the Nation movie, the original, not the copy.
I know when
there was
first movie shown in the White House. Woodrow Wilson was president. He loved it.
Yes. Yeah. He legitimized the Klan. In that movie, there was a stereotype fed. That's how a problem with stereotypes. That this nation grabbed hold of to justify lynching and killing my people. So when I see this incident happen, I see 40% of the country holding him up as like he did something special. How congressmen are offering him jobs. A clown who ain't never did nothing offering him a job in the future. When I see that, it reminds me of what the former president has said. Hit him in the face, whatever, I'll pay your bail. That's how I see this. That's how I see this. I can't separate it because everything that happens in this country, people look to see how they can sway it in their opinion or their way. Because right now, these jury decisions, they'll say, oh, the jury is brave if they make the decision they want. But if the jury doesn't go with them, they go, oh, the jury was intimidated by the hostile crowd outside. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, Trump was complaining about the election when he won, but he didn't push it. But when he lost, with his complaints, he tried to make it legitimate. That's what I'm telling my people, hold on, get ready. Hold on, get ready, prepare. That's where I'm at, man.
Shoot, I'm ready.
I like your outfit.
Okay.
I like your outfit.
Didn't mean violence, fam.
He said, I like your outfit. You can't say, he called it an outfit. You can't say anything else about this topic, Brother Isaiah. He said, oh, I like your outfit. That's not an outfit.
Yeah.
You cannot say anything about this particular topic, brother. Brother, I'm coming from Canada, right? It's like Canada. You can't even leave Canada right now. Here he goes.
Canada law is strict or something?
Yeah, no guns. You gotta get a license just to go to the range from your house in the range.
Why do you think they treat them like they treat them? Why you think what's going on in Australia right now?
Yep.
Because they don't have a gun. They don't have guns.
Yep. Can't defend
There's
themselves.
only certain things you can do to an armed populace.
But these guys are very submissive here. No rebellion. They're very submissive.
Yeah, because they ain't got no gun.
Because that stimulus check rolling in.
Yeah, I just can't understand. And the problem that I am having right now is they start to push this sex and gender difference.
Push it. It's not even pushed.
Well, it reached up on my door at work. They started this sex and gender and the difference and start the little surveys. So I'm waiting. I'm gonna push back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna push back.
You're gonna push back. Yeah, I want to that's a segue. I'm gonna use that as a segue. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, give me 1 second. I mentioned it in Bible study.
Someone tell me being gay is a human right.
Huh?
Yeah, someone told me that being gay is a human right.
This is we talking about, you know, sex and gender. This is in California, using taxpayer money. California high school plans to build all gender locker room. This is in Long Beach. You know, it says, according to several media outlets, parents and teenagers attending the high school are concerned about the locker room proposal, which would allow boys and girls to shower and get dressed together.
Wow.
Funds for the repair projects will come from Measure E, whatever that is. I have to look that up. A $1.5 billion school repair and safety bond measure, which was passed by voters in 2020 of November. Long Beach has long been a welcoming. This is from Daily Wire again, and this is CBN News. Of course, it is biased there. Take it for what it's worth. City for the LGBTQ community, allowing students to use the bathrooms and locker rooms based on the gender they identify with. Students may also participate in sports teams and competitions based on their gender identity, regardless of the gender listed on their school records. Let's see. So we'll go down a little bit. But that's just something else. But yeah, I mean, just think how far things have gone, where you go to the bathroom, or go to the locker room, and there's girls in there too. It sounds insane. Brother,
highly.
He said highly, yeah.
Highly.
Yeah. But I guess it already was insane, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So ripping the veil off.
What happened to the politicians to talk out against this? The so-called big Baptist churches. Aren't they talking out against this stuff?
Listen, you know what? I don't really hear too many churches talking against LGBTQ issues at all. Matter of fact,
they embrace it.
They embrace it. Matter of fact, when Al Sharpton and these others, I mean, those Moss out of Jeremiah Wright's church that took over them, they were all in favor of same-sex marriage years ago when it was, you know, before it became law. So now I don't believe it's an issue. Brother Khalil, you had something?
Yeah, I just had a super basic thought. I guess people just are gonna pretend that people aren't liars. Because somebody could easily say, "I'm feeling like this today," but really, they be lying, right? We just pretend like nobody's a liar in the world.
Well, we just saw a case like that where that guy, he was in the girl's bathroom, but he just threw on a wig. Like he clearly he just threw on this big, like this long wig and just standing there, and the hair was covering over his eyes, and he was looking crazy. But but no, I think this is just, according to this, it would allow boys and girls to shower and get dressed together. Which, but then again, I mean, I'm looking at some of the stuff that's coming out of California, man. California, man.
They act like,
who come up with this stuff, man?
Man, they act like the LGTCB, whatever they call, like they're a whole nother race. They just gonna create them a whole nother race. The Lord put male and female. They just gonna say, "Hey, we gonna create a whole nother race." Boy, Lord, tear this place to the ground, boy. Man.
The gender dysphoria that's going on. Talking about a generation, you know, school age generation. Man, they're not even really gonna know the difference between a man and a woman.
I guess that's intent, huh?
Yeah.
Seems like that's their intent.
Yeah.
That's a good point you're making. Yeah. And then that's another thing, you lying to children.
Yeah.
You know, if like you said, dysphoria, it's something going on mentally. You clearly are not a female. Yeah. If you have a male organ, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
But teach in medicine, gender specific, sex specific diseases, right? So I can't see you got sex change, or you feeling like a girl today, and you have something like endometriosis, right? That's a female thing, right? So
you don't see women walk around with prostate cancer, right?
Right. So there's going to be a problem in medical ethics, right? There's going to be a problem, and nobody's standing up and addressing it. You have to. Somebody have to do it.
Medical ethics is a thing. I didn't know they had ethics. Okay.
Since COVID and stuff. Yeah, you're right.
I'm joking, bro. No, see,
I know.
That's an excellent point you're making, good brother. That's an excellent point. Yeah.
If I could, I agree with everything y'all brothers are saying. But the thing I like about these discussions are we telling each other what we think is coming forward. Even when we disagree. We are reading the tea leaves and perceiving what's coming forward. That's why I ain't got nothing but love for the minister and his wife, Naomi, because they said, we ain't giving our children to this word. You know what I'm saying? So they educate themselves. I had the same issue with my children because I was a troublemaker because I would not let them just take my children and do what they wanted with them.
But I got a friend in Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana right now, and she picked up 3 jobs so that she can afford to put her kids in private school.
Yeah. So that's
the school system right now. All my friends that I have that have children, are either attempting to put their children in private school or have already done it. Right. But most people are coming away from the public school system.
Right. Because we all complaining. One problem is the people that are complaining and don't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at.
With school, brother Austin, you had something?
No, I mean, I just think that it's crazy that they, doing stuff like this. I really have nothing to say. I didn't know who comes up with this stuff, man.
Sodomites.
He said Solomon. The people that they
Oh, that was bad, brother Willie.
We can't say enough for like 30 minutes. His first word, Solomon. Yeah, brother. It's now when you say private school, let me ask you, brother, are you saying like they're going to religious schools or they're just trying to get out of the public school system because it's so hard?
Just an attempt to get out of public school. I guess because of the new curriculum and they're teaching new things, and the parents that I know are just not in agreement with what their children are being taught. You remember I talked about my friend in California who had her son was being taught about how the color pink is not a girl color, is boys can wear pink too. So stuff like that, and that's I guess that's a trigger for people who want their children to think a certain way or not to think a certain way to pull them out.
Yeah, it's a lot of people going to homeschooling too.
Homeschooling.
Blacks actually they're the fastest growing homeschoolers in the country.
What are you guys talking about there right now? Saying it's going to happen. It's happened up here already. Generation done gone. They accept it.
Yeah, that's what so it's about the children.
Yeah, the kids accept it, and it's
that's sad, man.
The Catholic schools supporting them crap too. So and they're supposed to be the church.
We know that's not the case.
I was just being sarcastic, right?
No, I know you were. I'm
so it's
we scared to bring kids into this world.
Yeah.
I would say do it anyway.
Man,
I'm scared to bring kids in the world.
I'm 22. I ain't been thinking about it, but I'm just saying. I'm like, bro, it's not looking right at 22 now.
Yeah.
Teacher,
it's always been a danger to bring kids in the world. The world is a dangerous place, brother.
I have a question.
You got people that were born during World War II.
Right.
There's a woman had bullets flying over her head. She talking trying to bring somebody into the world.
Hey, Minister, I agree with you, brother Minister, on that because when I finally drilled down with all my kids, it wasn't about the world. It was about what they was willing to sacrifice to raise raise their children. They knew how much you got to give up to raise your children. They was like, I said, good, because I'm gonna be the first one to take you to court if you don't act right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when it come down to it, that's how it came down, brother, with my own seed.
Yeah, brother. It's always dangerous. Even that, it's a pray that your flight be out the window, not, be with a little child during great tribulation, around that time. But understand, brother, it has always been a danger to bring children into the world. The process in and of itself is a miracle. If you ever seen a birth, I ain't talking about on a video, I'm talking about up close.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Okay,
that ain't no joke.
No.
That ain't, yeah. So it's always been, it's good you thinking about it, you're trying to be responsible. Because it's funny, like people that, they, for lack of a better word, how to say this, trifling, they don't care about bringing kids into the world.
That's right. They
don't even know
our generation.
They don't care.
Teach, that's the problem I have with these trans men, right? You have to, but to call yourself a woman, right? And to say that you're a woman, you have to be that person to endure that pain, because when a woman giving birth, her pelvis is actually literally broken apart.
Yeah, it's crushed.
Separate so that baby can pass through that passage. Which man could do that? Come on.
I'm not signing up for it.
I know I ain't signing up for it.
I ain't built for that.
Neither do I. But you calling yourself, and this is why I say, women, what happened to the women?
They should be
standing up.
They should be
offended.
They should be
offended big time.
Because
it's a gift to bring a baby in the world, but that pain behind it, it ain't easy. You understand the whole mechanics of that pelvis literally breaking in half and just flesh holding it. So how you could call yourself a woman? And woman standing up and say, yeah, he's a girl, he born like that. Man, I have so much argument with that. That's so disrespectful for women.
And then that's another thing with, like, when you look at even homosexuality and so many women supporting it, why would you support something? Do you think I don't know. It's like, why would you want less men?
Right.
So they could have dogs.
Huh? What's that, bro?
They could have dogs.
So you have a dog or a cat?
Yeah. They could get 2 or 3 dogs.
Hey, that's deep. That's deep, Elijah.
No, I mean, you need, especially, bro, I can, you see sisters, just for women in general, but a lot of times, you'll see that's one of the girlfriends. That's not, why would you want less men? Why would you want as much masculinity as possible? Really, you should if you really understood. You want as many men as possible so you can perhaps have one. But
hey, you're gonna get us kicked saying that, teacher.
What do you mean kick from what? From what?
I'm talking about you two. You gonna get kicked saying you want as much as possible.
Yeah.
Really? Man, I hope not. But that wasn't even that bad. I tried to say that as
I think that was not.
That wasn't that bad.
And that's toxic masculinity.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, you on that toxic? They don't want to hear that. It's what you said. You said we need more masculinity. They trying to get rid of all of it.
Yeah, masculinity is better. That's what civilization is built on, masculinity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The fact that you can sit somewhere, in air conditioning, fully clothed, without the barbarians at the gate talking about you want equal wages, that's because it's masculinity. Masculinity gave you the opportunity to talk foolishly. Straight up, real talk. You have all the amenities because men built it.
Which one of y'all said that? Well, I think that was you, Elijah. You or your father. But they don't even understand. Okay, you take a billion. I mean, it's common sense. You take a billion men or a billion women by themselves. You come back, good luck. Because I say you come back 100 years. That's the end of civilization. It's just common sense. I think you said that, Elijah.
No, that's my father that says that.
He said that. Oh,
yeah, he used to say that. He puts it. I'll put you on the island, and then
right.
He said, I'll put you on the island, all y'all together, and come back, and honey, yeah, it won't be nobody. Yeah, he says that. Yes, and that's common sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not this. Life itself is from men and women. That's what the Lord set up. It's just clear. So, yeah, brother, it's clear.
I never understood like how they can't see that it's an attack on them. Like even when you look at sports, they got like trans women taking over these sports. I'm like, that's a man you out there competing with. That's not no girl, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be offensive, but that's not no girl you out there wrestling with or you racing against. That's a man. That's why he beating you like that.
Yeah.
Stealing your scholarships.
I agree, brother. Breaking records and stuff. I said, that ain't no woman.
Bro, breaking records and stuff. Like, bro, that's a man up there. That's going to be easy for him.
That's unfair to the women.
Y'all gonna get us kicked off of YouTube the way you
I know.
Man, it's looking like man, it is what it is. I'm at the point, it is what it is, bro. I'm just ready. I'm just here until I ain't here no more. I'm taking it one day at a time, man. This stuff stressful, bro. I'm just here till I ain't here no more, bro. One day at a time.
Y'all see where I'm at, man. I'm standing up here. I ain't coming down there. I ain't coming down.
Oh, he got life on Mars already.
Yes, sir.
Austin, you on Apollo 13, ain't it?
Yeah, greetings. Far away.
Hey, did he do Nanu, what did he do? Star Trek sign, what did he do?
I got a question for y'all though. I had this movie the other day. It's called I think it's called like Easlium or Eslium or something like that, if I'm saying it right. I think it's like EYLSUM or something. But it got something to do with like the future and stuff. It's like the movie, they was on one planet and everybody was like living in poverty and struggling. And then like on another planet, they was flying up and everything.
Elysium. Yeah.
That's what it is. Okay. See, I was way off. Damon. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, what Brother Elbert said. Appreciate it, El. Yeah, that movie. I seen that movie crazy. And it's like now you look at everything. I'm like, I seen that movie when I was 10. And then I rewatched it now, and it's like in 12 years, look at where we at. That movie a little closer to home now. It ain't a movie no more.
Well,
the movie I want to ask about is James Bond. You guys see what they did to James Bond?
Don't even talk about it. Don't even talk about it. They made James Bond into just, hey, brother. Oh, go ahead. Finish your point, good brother. My fault.
I said, Brother Willie and I, we talk about it, and I said, Willie, man, when you go back and watch the first James Bond, it was real, man. It was a He-Man.
Yeah.
They take and kill Bond. Bond never died. And they play the race card and all that stuff too in this Bond, this new Bond, and then kill Bond, American handler, put a female and give her a bigger gun, a whole bunch of cues inside of that. It was just, look how it's because we discussing these things, I paying attention.
Yeah, men are way behind, bro. Listen, hey, like you said, he was a real man. He was a man's man. He had style. He was brash. He was loved by women because he was very masculine.
Yes.
He was very masculine. So now they replace him with a black woman, right?
Right.
So now Denzel Washington, the equalizer, now he replaced by a 50-year-old overweight single mom.
Anybody buying that player? Anybody buying that player?
Bro, she's doing stuff.
She definitely getting kicked off YouTube.
It was like man, was it you know how back in the city in New York where they had like the fire escape and come down. She jumped off like what the hell? I'm like, you can't do that. Denzel can't even do that. You certainly can't do that. And she running full speed, and then there's an explosion in the back. I said, man, you would have been dead. You know good and doggone well. Yeah, she couldn't do that when she was 20, let alone 50.
True, the new Marvel movies do that now, like with Wonder Woman or Superwoman.
Wait a minute, didn't they make Hulk? My daughter, they making Hulk into a woman?
No.
Yeah,
I ain't heard about that.
There was always a She-Hulk. There was always a She-Hulk, brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But there was always a She-Hulk?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I stand corrected.
I think his niece or something like that.
His niece. Okay.
I ain't gonna watch
I thought he turned into a woman.
The Hulk I knew always was the dude.
No, there was definitely
He's still around.
His brother Khalil. His brother background.
I ain't gonna watch it though. I ain't gonna watch it.
I'm not entertaining.
Another thing that they didn't ban, they take the smartest guy and turn him gay. You understand? They take the guy Q, he's gay now. So everybody has a piece of body ripping him apart.
Ripped him apart. What the villain couldn't do.
Right. Man, it's I if you guys go back and watch that, like watch all the Bond. One day I watched it and I realized there was a social change. Actually, you could see the engineering happening in all the James Bond. Just watch them from the first one. I think it was Dr. Noah, whoever it was, right up, and you'll see the actual change, things changing. When they bring Halle Berry and she started to work with him, right, getting the equality thing. And I was like, what the heck? What's going on with this?
Hey, did the new Mex, my bad.
I was gonna say real quick, speaking of Halle Berry and 50-year-old women, now she in the movie where she's a fighter, right?
Yeah.
A UFC fighter.
I couldn't get past 20 minutes, brother. 20 minutes, I turned it off.
And probably can't even fight in real life.
Okay, because I was watching the game last night, and they had a segment on like Sports Center just with her talking about the film. I'm like, this is not real. Like, this is not real UFC. This is not wild. And so I turned it off. So you saw it's not that good, huh?
I gave it 20 minutes, brother.
Did you? Okay. All right. Well, you know what?
I turned it off. It ain't even that it is not even good quality.
I want a screenshot with that.
It's trifling.
I like that. I like that.
What's that?
That new.
I want a screenshot, brother Elmer. I like the look. Real masculine, toxic too.
Oh, you talking about his vest? You talking about his vest?
Hold on, man. My mama called me and told me I was too much for my brother and sister the other day. I'm not good. I'm not good for no, don't be like me, man.
Nah, man. We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
My brother and sister.
I just
no, cause yeah, you got because he was like, you ain't a G if you. I was like, yeah, that's what a part of it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't a real G. You a sap. That's I'm gonna start using. That's what it's sap.
Okay.
Hey, I was on
okay. I might be too
like, what is that?
No, hey,
look.
Hey, brother, that is refreshing to me. Real talk, like
today, I went to the Turkey Bowl. Met some brothers I've been with since we graduated from high school in 81. We've been meeting once a year from 81, all over the country. Whoever can make it, make it. And they say, Case, you a blockhead, man. You go too hard. But that's what I grew up with, you know? That's what I grew up with. And there was no in between. That's why I say I got love for you, brother. Because where you come from is love it or hate it. And you don't care.
Nah.
As long as you speak the truth. And that's where I come from. Love it or hate it. And you make a decision you're gonna roll with me or not. But you ain't never lied, man. I go over everything that you be reading and teaching, and I can't find no flaws. You see what I'm saying?
Well, praise the
I
Most
can't
High.
find no flaws.
Because it's his word. So I just be reading. Praise the Most High. Yeah. But yeah, you can't, but if you trying to preach or teach and you worry about what people think, you'll be sitting there with a congregation full of homosexuals and adulterers and idolaters and thieves and murderers. All y'all about to go to hell.
Hey, I'm glad you said that, minister.
All y'all about to go to hell.
Yeah. Thank God we found you.
Brother say that these ministers are giving people's conscious peace on their way to hell.
Yeah, absolutely. And they getting paid. See, that's what I'm saying. The word actually, it should be you should be uncomfortable. Because it should be convicting in your conscience about, like how Peter came to them. He said, man, you with wicked hands have crucified and slain. They said, men and brethren, what shall we do? They were convicted. When you reading this stuff, you look at your life and you got to compare this life to Torah. You like, oh man, I'm in trouble. That's how you supposed to be. That's how you get better. That's like, to be honest, that's like somebody say, hey man, you need to do this or you need to do that. But that's how you get self-improvement. Yeah.
That's how the love, man. Because the dudes I grow up, the dudes I meet, they don't hold no punches. Because when I was out, they wouldn't let this one brother have no beard. Because he had the DUI and he went to jail. He said he can't have a drink. And we all said, no, he can't have a drink. Because we wasn't gonna have no part in him getting in trouble no more. And so that's where I'm at, man. I need my brothers to tell it, and it's hurtful to tell a brother where he's falling off. But it's necessary if you really care about him. Mm-hmm. If you really care about him, you got to be honest, man. And it hurt to be real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you supposed to, that's what we are supposed to do for one another, That's what your brother's there for. Now, that's helpful. You know what I mean? That's helpful. Brother Austin, you were you saying something a long time ago and got cut off?
Yeah, we was talking about movies, and I was just gonna ask y'all if y'all was gonna cop that Matrix 4 when it come out. Matrix 4. Yeah. I seen it ain't got what's him call it in there because he died, but
who?
Morpheus.
He did?
No, the man who I forgot the man's name who played his role.
Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne dead?
Is he dead? I think he did.
No,
he ain't dead. I thought he.
No, he ain't that young.
Died in the movie. He died in the movie.
He died in the movie.
Yeah.
I thought he was dead in real life.
Hey, you ain't that young now.
Wait, but no,
hey.
that's that movie, Matrix 1, not the ones that come after. Matrix 1 and Malcolm X or X by Spike Lee, those are my favorite films.
Thought he was dead.
Two of them. Those are two of my favorite films, like serious films. Those are two of my favorites.
I wonder why he not in this one though, because I ain't seen him in the.
Lawrence Fishburne. Hey,
yeah. Yeah, I heard it.
He was all sad and stuff. Yeah, I passed on, man. I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? I know what you was talking about. All right. Yeah, that brother is still alive. He's one of my favorite actors, by the way. Lawrence Fishburne and Denzel Washington are two of my favorites, man.
Yeah, that come out though.
You know, brother Elijah, you know, you know, when these celebrities die and stuff, I remember when somebody was talking, and I was like, what y'all don't understand, even my brother was saying that, one of my brothers, but he y'all don't understand, the Lord don't care about your status on this planet. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about your status, about how famous you is. People don't realize, man. I'll be like, man, we got our brothers and sisters that die every day because you famous and you die, or you just some big hero or something like that. Lord don't care about your status here on this earth. I said, a matter of fact, I told him, you know, not to be. I said, Lord care more about his righteous, the one who keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, than these. I mean, they act like the famous people can't die too.
Yeah, they die too. That's why, you know, that's what Solomon's talking about when he talks about death. He says, all in Ecclesiastes 9:2, all things come alike to all. There's one event to the righteous and to the wicked, to the good and to the clean and to the unclean, to him that sacrifices and to him that sacrifices not. As is the good, so is the sinner, and he that sweareth, as he that feareth an oath. This is an evil among all things that are done under the sun, that there is one event unto all. Yea, also the heart of the sons of men is full of evil, and madness is in their heart while they live, and after that they go to the dead. You know, like the brother say, I'm here till I ain't here no more. Yeah, we all here till we ain't here no more. We all here till we ain't here no more. Yeah.
It just be so much to worry about. It's be like, nah, I ain't even really worried about it no more. Like so much stuff going on in the world. Just be like, yeah, stuff just gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah, so much going on and very little you can do about it.
Yeah, and not so much time. So I'll be like, why stress? Like, it is what it is. That's 3 strikes already. So might as well take this one out. You know, just go ahead, take it one day at a time. When it's my time, it's my time. Until then, kick back and go to work, come home, play 2K, chill with y'all, talk to y'all, and then do it again the next day.
Yeah, that's like what Jesus said, which in Matthew 6:27, which of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit unto his stature? You know, like you can't add, you know, you worry about something, but that's why he said take no thought for your life. Not saying that you shouldn't be prudent, but like you don't have the control you think you have, you know, and the Lord will provide. So a lot of times we worried about things, like y'all said another place, never seen this righteous forsaken nor his seed begging for bread. The Lord make a way for you, you know, one way or the other. So, yep. Y'all brothers hilarious, by the way.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, it ain't never dull when I get on here with y'all. It'd be crazy. I never know what I'm gonna get.
Yo, brothers, funny.
I appreciate y'all though, man.
Yeah.
It'll be born. This will be born without brother Albert and what was that brother? What was that? Yeah, you know.
You making me laugh, bro?
Don't
put that on me, man.
Y'all funny. Some of the stuff y'all say, y'all funny.
Yeah, man.
Y'all hilarious. That brother Willie, I mean not Willie, brother brother Willie too with them 10 hats, them 10-4 hats. And then that brother Isaiah tried to come from Canada. With his AR. Like, brother, you can't.
Guns blazing.
Right, he tripping.
He ain't even
His brother Austin eulogizing people that ain't dead.
Hey,
like, you know, I want to pour. He try to pour a little liquor for Lawrence. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
yeah, you talking, brother Austin talking about the Matrix, and now you know the directors was the Wachowski brothers.
Yes, I was about to say.
Yeah, you know they were insane.
Yeah, I was like, man, how do you come up with a movie like that conceptually, but your mind bad? Because, man, I should put the documentary. Have y'all seen that, the Matrix documentary?
No.
No, I'll watch it.
The Matrix documentary, it's about all the philosophy in the Matrix. It's like college professors from all over. It's like from different parts of the world, mainly from Europe and some from America. Because they have classes. They had college classes on that movie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because all of it's religion and it's philosophy. Everything in it. In part one.
Yeah. I've been watching the whole trilogy for like the last 10 years.
Bro, let me find it because it was up and then they took it down.
But I know that they had an interview not too long ago and they chalked up the whole movie and said it was a trans analogy.
They lying.
Right. But you got a lot of the LGBTQ running away with that and saying,
yeah, that's not accurate. They said the director said that.
The director said that.
I'm gonna tell you, brother, that's not true.
I know it's not true, but
yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That make you not want to see the next one. But the reason I know it's not true because they literally used terms from the movies. Right. I mean, sorry, not from the movies, but from specific philosophers.
Right.
This idea of whether or not, okay. So first of all, it's on the surface, but after you get past all the shooting and the action, it's about religion. Neo is the chosen one, like Jesus, right? And then that's why Cypher called him we see him Jesus Christ. He says that, or like Lawrence Fishburne is like John the Baptist.
Okay.
Where the place they dig that's underneath is Zion.
Right.
Right. They own the Nebuchadnezzar.
Right.
Yeah. But then this idea of how do you know this is not a dream? That's a philosophical question.
Right.
That's welcome to the real. That's a philosophical statement. The ideas of reality, perceptions. So they're all of it is philosophical. I have to find that documentary. They used to have it on YouTube and they took it down. And I had it saved a long time ago, but I don't know where it's at. Hold on a second.
Elijah, man, I never thought about that. And then you got Neo. It's like Jesus, he come back and frees the slave man. Like he talking about us, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? Trying to unhook us from the matrix. Gather us from the four corners of the earth. Yeah, that's what it is. Look at it that way.
Yeah, I ain't never seen the Matrix. Like that's for real. Like that's
Hey, you ain't never seen the Matrix?
Man,
good movie, brother. Good movie.
Tripping.
Where you at?
Hey, I ain't never seen that, bro.
I'm gonna send you the link, bro, for the free. You ain't even gotta pay that, bro.
Oh, you got it on 1, 2, 3 movies?
Yes,
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if this is it right here.
Bro, you get all the free movies on there.
Yeah.
No, I gotta see that, man.
Brother Isaiah, by the way, hey man, I love you, brother, but I never convince you. I can't bring my gun.
Okay.
I can't bring my gun, man. I can't go to Canada.
Man.
Yeah, they were lucky.
Not it. But
I watched all the movies. I don't know how you got the alphabet thing involved in the Matrix. I really don't.
Yeah.
Hey, see, Mr. You were talking about guns.
One thing I heard when they talk about the red pill, and they was trying to translate that to a trans, they was saying that the red pill was it was one of these pills that they would take when they would get like diagnosed with like I guess gender dysphoria, or when they would go in and talk to like the psych, that they would have to take the red pill before they talk to the psychiatrist or something like that.
That's bro. That's man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
It up, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That ain't have nothing to do with that.
Right.
So that means Cypher. So what? Cypher trying to take the blue pill again, so he could be in a dress. Come on, man. Brother. That's but now I can't find it. Man. But yeah, that documentary was. I mean, he had all these doctors of philosophy breaking that movie down.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of there's a whole lot of just commentaries on the philosophy in that movie on YouTube. But this documentary, it was dope. It was nice because it broke down. I mean, it was breaking down from from Plato to all the things, to Rousseau to Aristotle, all these philosophers in it. And then, it goes beyond that in the other ones, goes beyond just the quote unquote Judeo-Christian perspective, what they considered, obviously. But yeah, brother. Oh, brother, excuse me. Yes, man, I can't find him. I find it, I pass it along. But yeah, brother, you haven't seen The Matrix, brother. Was that 1999?
Yeah, that's when I was born.
Oh man.
Hey man, don't tell nobody else that, man.
Wait, I thought that's what you just asked me. Like, what year?
I'm joking. We all so much older than you.
Oh yeah, y'all old,
man.
man.
I'm just joking. Like that Tim said, oh man, he thinking about what he was in 1999.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to relax. I ain't that young. I'm only 22. I ain't that young now. Tried to say some fake, but it ain't right.
All my kids is older than you, brother.
Yeah.
I see, he just had to rub it in. That's tough.
Nah, but hey, that's a blessing, brother. You got some understanding at a young age.
Yes, sir. Hope to
make it. Huh?
Gotta hope to make it to y'all age though. It's a blessing to be y'all age, brother Albert.
Yeah.
What's the other one? I ain't seen him in a minute. He been all right. The one that his Wi-Fi always messing up. He like the oldest one in here, but his Wi-Fi stay messing up.
Wait, what?
That's iPhone 3, bro. That's iPhone 3.
I'm like, I ain't seen him in a minute, man. Like I ain't heard from him in a minute. Like,
bro, you can't say where my brother at and his wife messing up, man. You can't do that.
Yeah, I'm like, who? I was like, who we talking? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's me, bro. That was me. I'm gonna take that. So you leave whoever you talking about out.
Yeah, that's good brother Wayman. Man. Like I said, y'all funny. Y'all hilarious. Yeah, I can't find
how he been? I ain't seen him in a minute, man. I couldn't think of his name though.
That's brother Wayman. Yeah, Lord willing, you'll meet him one day.
Oh yeah,
hopefully.
He doing
good.
He doing well. So
I think he's here.
Mess around, hoop everybody on here. Real talk.
Bro, Wayman OG for real.
He be in hooped you.
Bro, Wayman still doing that hard labor that I'm too soft to do.
Yeah, that's why I was asking about him, man. I like him. He bring back that old. He remind me of my granddad. Yeah, that's why I like him.
I'm still stuck on. He said he ain't watched The Matrix. I went to the movies 3 times because I fell asleep 2 other times.
Why you paying for a ticket to the movie, folks?
Yeah, I got no company. They got lazy boys in the movies now, man.
Lazy boy? What movie theater you going to? They got lazy boys.
Yeah, they got lazy boys.
Lazy boys.
I fall asleep. I had to watch that one I paid for it 3 times. It finally finished the first one on the 3rd time when I went, because I fell asleep the other 2 times.
That was back in the.
I don't know. You talking about? Okay, he said lazy boys. Like not no recliner. They ain't got no real lazy. They got nice seats.
They didn't then, but now they got lazy boys in there. You can hit a little button and ride your seat back, and man, I'll be about to fall asleep up in there.
Oh, you talking about the chair reclining?
Yeah, they
lazy boy. Lazy boy is like
yeah, lazy boy. We call them lazy.
I never heard of that.
Yeah,
I might be young. I might be young.
At an AMC?
Google what a lazy boy calls. It ain't cheap.
No, I ain't saying it's cheap. I'm saying I ain't know that. I don't know.
We got them here.
They got recliners in there now.
They got recliners, your feet up. You push the button, order your food, and you got a table. And they do all that.
Yeah.
How much is the ticket?
See me, brother.
It's an arm and a leg, Austin.
It's only $70.
It's
Hey,
about
that's
like
true. It's
about like
$70.
14.
That is true.
Yeah.
Even
Remember
got
I
the
went to
they
the
even
movie.
got the vibration seats. You can sit in the seat, but they call what is D-box, and you can
See,
sit in them and
I
it
know that.
vibrate. You feel
Ours
man,
got
that-
heat
man,
warmers too.
That's tight.
What?
Yeah, ours got heat warmers. You can warm your butt up while you're watching the movie.
That's crazy.
Bro, but
Listen,
them tickets,
back
I
in the day, you
don't
was
go. Them
warming your
tickets
butt
like
up with
$18
gas.
a ticket.
But hey, man, I remember I went to the movies. One of the last times I went to the movies, man, I saw the prices, and it was his brother standing next to me. Man, we was making real world, real life decisions at that concession stand. That's how much those prices were. Like, man,
Bro, them tickets $15. They $15, $16. I'm not doing that, bro.
You want some nachos?
What?
Wait, you want some nachos with cheese on them?
That's why I don't go on dates. I
that's
would spend
about
a whole $100 at the
you
movie.
you don't ever bring nothing in your jacket.
Yes,
Man,
Come on.
they got liquor too now. They
Stop
got
it, man.
liquor at the
Stop it. Look at Tim face. Like, I might go to the movies.
Hey, I'm thinking about that.
Hey, they got liquor at the
Yeah,
movies.
bro.
That sounds dangerous.
You can buy liquor now, boy. You can get
What movie theater is this, brother?
This Celebration Cinema, man, they got liquor. I'm not playing. They
So
just did it like yeah. They got liquor there. You can buy liquor. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, so you can get buzz. I mean, the candy gonna be about $10 for a box of candy.
Yeah, you can get
about $15.
Wait a minute. You gonna have black people bring BYOB in the movie theater?
Bro,
Yeah, some crowd. Yeah, brother, that's too much. I think movies are antiquated anyway, brother. That's an old. I've been saying this for I ain't talking about Fire Stick, brother. I've been talking about this for the last, I don't know, maybe 7 years or so. I don't know. It's been a minute. Virtual reality, brother. That's what's next. And then you see what Meta. We talked about that. I said that's what's next. I've been talking about that for years. Because movie, you already know what's gonna happen. That stuff antiquated. But yeah, brother, watch The Matrix if you get a chance, brother. And that whole idea, like you've been told lies, you've been lied to. That's kind of like, because you had a lot. I remember when that came out, people saying, yeah, it's like you in the Word. You know? Like, what? I'm like, brother, Lost, I hadn't seen it either. When it came out, I didn't see it until like probably by the time I saw it, I was in the Word. So that was 99. So I didn't probably see that movie till like, man, probably like 3 years after it came out, 4 years.
You didn't like the second and the third one?
I didn't say I didn't like them. They cool. I just like the first one the best. That's all. What about you?
Man, I love all three of them.
Yeah, I think it's a cool trilogy. I just that was my favorite, the first one.
I like I want to say it's the third one where you start out in the train station.
Mm-hmm.
That's the third one, right?
I don't know. I got them around here somewhere, but I can't even remember.
It ain't over, brother.
I like the last. I like
the
fourth
fourth one coming out.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Yeah, I like the way the last one ended. I like the battle of Armageddon, and all that. I like the end.
Yeah. See, once I saw like what it meant, like what it was getting at on a different level, I just like the first one because of concept, not even because of the action or something, you know. Because the action was better actually in the other ones.
Right.
But just conceptually, I liked the first one. This concept, like that was a dope concept. Yeah, that's what Brother Austin was saying about the fourth one. I'm kind of looking at it. I don't know if that was gonna be that good. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm like, how they gonna improve on this?
Yeah,
I think the fourth one, because they got other material outside the movies. So you got the Animatrix, which is like and then you got the online game, which is like Matrix Online, and all of that is kind of like canon, and they play into like what's gonna happen in this.
Okay.
Yeah, if you ain't really up on that one, you probably wouldn't even get like Morpheus. Like he was talking about how Morpheus died. Morpheus died on a video game. So I think what we think is like in this fourth one, is that that's like Morpheus reincarnated. So it'll be a younger version of Morpheus.
That's why they had a younger guy playing it.
Right.
Okay. See, I don't want. I just watch the movies. I don't play video games, so I don't know. Yeah, and just a side note, you know they made that into a religion.
What, the movie?
The Matrix is a religion. Yeah.
They do anything.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, Matrixism.
What they be doing? Jumping off houses? Strange things are flying around or something.
What he say? He say they jumping off houses and what? What'd you say, brother?
Jumping on rooftops.
What they doing? Jumping up like Jesus, flying from the trees, and how that work?
Matrixism. That's why I say.
That's hilarious.
This is Wikipedia.
Man, this world is off its rockers, boy.
I ain't never.
Bro, we grab hold of anything.
The path of the one.
Over 1,600 members.
Why don't they make a religion called "Keep the Law, Statutes, and Commandments"? Make that religion.
Too much like right. That's too much like right. They ain't finna do that.
Oh, they make that.
It's too much like right.
Everybody keeping the law, statutes, commandments. Shit, man. I don't know what to say about this world, boy. This world, anything goes.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's like
Save yourself.
Say yourself. Yes.
Save yourself, man. I stick with the people that tend to do the same stuff as me. I'm on the same path. You know, I try to surround myself with the people that do the same thing. Like, even when I was doing music, acting, football, I used to surround myself around athletes, musicians and stuff. So, you know, I try to stay around y'all, you know, so you don't get caught up with the wrong crowd and stuff. Because there ain't really too much you can expect or too much you can do besides, you know, just wait and just keep your faith, basically.
What's Bayism?
Yeah, they versus Beyonce.
Oh, they wildin'. What the world?
She had a church service.
They tripping.
Years ago.
They really tripping. If they make LGTCB, whatever they is, a religion, I'm done, man. I'm done.
National Church of Bay?
Yeah, bro, it's real. Now, brother, here's another thing, bro. A lot of times, I mean, homosexuality is associated with spirituality. When you look at those sodomites in the Bible, that's like temple prostitution they were dealing with. So it's associated with that. Yeah, it's associated with that. That's an aspect of it. Yeah, brother, it's a wicked world. It's a wicked world. I don't know. All right, brother. I don't know if y'all got anything else.
We was talking about the Christmas parade massacre.
Man, we didn't even get to that.
Man.
Oh.
Well, what happened with that? I mean, I saw a little bit of it. They showed a video. The guy was supposed to be a rapper or something. He was in like a music video.
Yeah, he was a rapper, and he had a long criminal history. And he ran over some people at this Christmas parade they have every year, and it's in Wisconsin, and he killed 5 people, ranging from I believe senior citizens to children in age, and I don't want to say the last time and if any brothers if you have any more information, I believe he injured 40 people. And it was, I mean, clearly you had to go through, because they section off areas, you have a parade, so it was more like it was like clearly seemed like murder.
Yeah, after he had ran over all of those people, he went to somebody's home and he said that he was homeless, and they let him in for a while, and then the police came, and that's when they got him there. He said he was trying to get an Uber ride or something like that. But I seen a post where they were saying that he had posted something on his social media that said that Black people was the true Hebrews, and that something about World War II or something like that. So I knew that was gonna happen because Brother Willie called it first. So yeah.
Yeah, brother, I hate to see that.
Yeah.
I hate to see that because I have a problem with people. Oh yeah, the Israelites believe this, Israelites believe that. Man, there's so much. That's like saying what Christians believe. Christians believe some of everything. You have various sects of any of the major religions, so-called religion. So it's to say what somebody believes and then put everybody in one basket. No way, shape, or form condone that foolishness. You know, that's ain't got nothing to do with that. That's ridiculous. You know, but I saw him in the video. He was talking about, you know, he was pimping this girl that was like 16 years old and then got her pregnant.
Yeah, I think they said something.
Anybody else see that? What's that?
I think they say he tried to hit her with the car or something.
I believe this might have been somebody else. But I did hear what you're saying. I don't know if that was the same. I don't believe that was the same person. If I could be wrong on that. But I saw him in the video talking about he didn't know the girl was 16. He was pimping on her. So he's a sex offender, right? Then I heard about the part where he tried to run over the woman he was with after he beat her or something like that. Yeah, I saw that as well. That's unfortunate. Yeah, brother. That's
what do you think the motive was in this?
Hey, I don't know what that man's motive was. I don't know.
He was putting up posts and stuff like along with that like the blacks or the Hebrew things. I had seen on Twitter, he had posts talking about like they ain't gonna keep doing this like this, or my people gonna rise. It's like he was doing it's only a matter of time before we start doing it back, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know if his motive may have probably been, you know, if he was on like some uprising stuff.
You said you saw that, Brother Lawson?
Yeah, it was on Twitter. They had it circling through Twitter, his screenshots and stuff from his account.
Yeah, What verse is that? Thus say the Lord, take your car and drive it through a Christmas parade. What book and verse? Chapter and verse. Some stuff's just, bro, that ain't, man, you did that because you crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Lord ain't told you to do that.
That's
yeah, I was about to ask you about that when once we got on it, like wasn't it a verse with
you kind of bored me. What'd you say, brother? Brother Lawson, what'd you say? You muted.
Oh, my bad. About what?
You said that I was about to ask when I first got on about you talking just about this topic. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because about what he had, the guy that ran into those people. I was about to ask you about one of the verse where the Lord said like love your neighbor, or like make peace and they what's the word, like make peace where you dwelling at or where you at, like, you know, be comfortable, or like, you know what I'm saying, like don't do what he did basically.
Yeah, but you talking about pray for them, which usually and despitefully used. Love your enemies. That's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about.
That one, but it was another verse I want to say. I heard you
when you in the land of your captives.
Yeah,
that one. I'm sorry.
Make houses. Yeah. That ain't none of that even applies to what
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? None of that applies to to the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Jeremiah 29.
Yeah, say seek the peace of the cities, or something like that.
It says, build, it says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, unto all that are carried away captives, whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem unto Babylon. Verse 5, 29 and 5 said, build ye houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit of them. Take ye wives and beget sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons and give your daughters to husbands, that they may bear sons and daughters, that ye may be increased there and not diminished. And he said, and seek the peace of the city, where I have caused you to be carried away captives, and pray unto the Lord for it, for in the peace thereof shall ye have peace. So that's the message to the Judeans, the Yehudi, or the Jews that were in captivity in Babylon. Okay, so that's what he told them. But that ain't got nothing, like I said, that don't have anything to do with and people take this book and do some everything with it, but that's not what it's,
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. It's like, his post, he had said something about like, we the Israelites. I'm like, but if he was reading that and, he believed, then that wouldn't have led you to go out and do those actions.
Right.
Yeah. That's one way to go. That's a heck of a way to go to die.
Yeah.
At a
you talking about getting hit by a car or at a Christmas parade?
At a Christmas parade.
Yeah, that's not how you want to go.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's not how you want to leave. That's Matthew 5 when he says, you have heard that it have been said that thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy, but I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. None of this can be applied to that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, none of that. And I'm not saying that's what his motive was. I'm not saying that's what he read and said, you know what, I'm gonna do this, or should have read anything like that. Like, you saying who Israel is and him doing that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But you did that. You know what I'm saying? So, and both, I'll be honest with you though, I wouldn't want to be in either situation though. I wouldn't want to be. What he did, his situation was terrible. And then you think about it, because you die in false, you don't want to die at a Christmas parade. You see what I'm saying? That's not what you want. Yeah, that was tragedy. They were scared to say we was talking about, it seemed like they didn't want to say he was black at first. Did anybody see that? They was apprehensive about saying that. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just random.
Doing like a pack of cools, brother.
What did he say? Oh, nah, not at all. Not at all. He was out of his mind. Yeah. Not at all. All right, brother. Anything else? Nothing else? All right, then. If nothing else, well, when I see you, brothers, tomorrow evening, Bible study.
All right, brothers. Lord willing, I see you.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.